member opposite should be very careful not to ask the finance minister questions better addressed to the Bank of Canada. I am aware of the independent.
The honourable member.
Who holds the shares of the Bank of Canada?
The honourable minister.
As I said, Mr. Speaker, I'm the finance minister.
The honourable member.
She holds the shares of the Bank of Canada. She's the shareholder. She holds them all. So she's the only one we can ask here in the House of Commons to fund borrowing to the government.
The honourable minister.
Mr. Speaker, I want to be very serious for a moment. The independence of the Bank of Canada is one of the central pillars of the Canadian economy. And I'm not going to be frivolous about that or make frivolous comments.
The honourable member.
It wouldn't be frivolous to tell us how much the bank can print to lend to the government. These are not frivolous questions. They're hundreds of billions of dollars worth of questions. If she considers that frivolous, well, I'm afraid we have someone in this job that doesn't care about taxpayers' money. How much can the Bank of Canada print to borrow to the government of Canada? How much?
Minister.
As I said, Mr. Speaker, I think it's really important to be clear that it is one of the central principles of how the Canadian economy works is we have an independent Bank of Canada, something, by the way, that the member opposite has raised questionable questions about. And
The honourable member.
How much has the bank printed this year to fund borrowing to the government?
The honourable minister.
as I said, Mr. Speaker, I really want to make clear tonight that an independent Bank of Canada is key to how the Canadian economy works, and I think that it is something that actually all members of this House...
The honourable member.
Her government is dependent on the printing presses over at the Bank of Canada. Question, how much has the government of Canada borrowed from the Bank of Canada this year?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, it represents a profound misunderstanding of how the Canadian economy or any other economy works to suggest that there is some kind of questionable relationship between our government and the Bank of Canada.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
Well, if it wasn't questionable, she'd be willing to talk about it out in the open. I asked how much has the Bank of Canada printed to pay for the government's debts. It's just a mathematical question that should be publicly available. Why is the minister hiding it?
Honourable Minister.
I'm not hiding anything, Mr. Speaker. What I am doing is two things. One, being very clear, and this is important for markets, and it is important for Canadians, and it is important for our Bank of Canada to know. I will stand here all night long defending the independence, the propriety, and the fine judgment of the people in the bank.
The honourable member.
But she won't tell the people of Canada how much of their money is being debased to fund her government spending. So I will ask one last time, and then we will know if she won't answer that she's covering it up. How much of the debt of the government of Canada has been financed by printing by the Bank of Canada this year?
The honourable Minister.
It is profoundly irresponsible of the member opposite to suggest that a finance minister defending the independence of the Bank of Canada is, quote-unquote, covering up. That's not how we do things in Canada, and I am happy for members here to ask questions about our programs. Very happy. I'm happy for members here to ask questions about our
I don't think the minister has given a single number with regards to any of these questions. I don't know why that is. If it's because she believes that Canadians don't have the right to know, then she should just say so. She won't tell us the limits on the debt. She won't tell us how much the Bank of Canada has printed to fund her government's debt. She won't tell us whether the debt will be paid back before interest rates rise. Is there anything mathematical or numerical about our debt that anyone on the government side can share with the Canadian taxpayers who will have to repay that debt?
Minister of Finance.
Yeah, let me say a couple of numerical and mathematical things to the member opposite. The first is that the debt service charges as a share of GDP that Canada is paying today is the lowest in 100 years. That's right. Notwithstanding the very considerable support we have given the economy so far, the debt service charges are the lowest in 100 years. That is a very...
What are you
talking about, bitch?
For Carlton.
Great, we're getting somewhere now. How much would they go up in cost if the interest rates rose just 1%?
The Honourable Minister.
Let me share another very important number with the member opposite. 76% of COVID-19 job losses recovered in Canada.
The Honourable Member for Carlton.
So again, the minister can't even tell us what it would cost Canadian taxpayers for interest rates to go up. Just 1%. Just 1%, which would still be far below the historic average. Why is she so afraid to give that number?
No! Women, a mistake? Or did he do it to us on purpose?